Hi, it's me again, and it's not going to be a long one, this one, because I know none of you are really interested in this subject, but I've spoke before of my interest in buying an electric car. I've been in a Tesla, I thought they were really fast, I kind of like a bit of that, and I could sort of charge it at home, which would save me ever having to go to a petrol station again. But then I see this, and I've been waiting for this to be an issue for a while, and I haven't seen many headlines about it, but when you put your mind to it, you just think this is only going to get a lot worse. Have a look at this with me. EV owner fined for waiting to charge his car at motorway services. Now that's not the important bit. You know, we got to find that the fine got refunded in the end. That's not the part of the story I want to talk about. The part of the story I want to talk about is he pulled up to the chargers on the big motorway services and they were full. So we had to wait. Now, when you pull up at the petrol station, like I'm always the one that gets behind the slowest person in the thing. You know, they're dribbling it in, getting it to the exact penny, then shaking the nozzle. Then it takes them 10 minutes to hang that up, 10 minutes to put that on, 50 minutes to go and pay, to come out to then change their shoes and glasses and put the driving gloves on before they bugger off. But even with all that taken into account, you're never going to wait at a petrol station for more than 10 minutes, really, are you? Otherwise, you'd go find another one if it was that busy. But electric cars don't fill up in 5 minutes, do they? They take blooming ages. So if you pull up and they're all full, what do? He had to sit there and wait for an hour before he could plug in, and then he had to wait another hour for the thing to charge. Welcome to the future. If you can hear a streamer in the background, I apologise. I'd already started filming this, and there's a blooming gardener having a crack at it next door. But I'm going to finish the video quick, don't worry. Mr. Stewart told The Sun that he chose to wait because he was picking up his wife, who is a key worker from a nearby hospital. For some reason, that's important in the story. After returning from a coffee break which lasted 50 minutes due to the unavailability of chargers, the 64-year-old finally plugged his car in. It then took him 70 minutes to charge before driving off to collect his wife. So his wife was either on overtime or she was sitting there waiting 2 blooming hours as well. And this is only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse, isn't it? I was watching a thing, I like the Fully Charged show on here on YouTube, right? And they talk about electric cars. And they were in Norway, I think, Norway, last week, where they've got massive infrastructure, and now I think it was like 96% of all new cars sold are pure electric cars. And they don't have this problem. Most people charge at home, but there's like huge like parking garages, multi-storey parking garages, and every bay has a charger in them. They're not fully there yet, but they're close. They don't have this problem. You think that's going to happen? Yeah, it's going to happen in the UK. No chance, no chance. I've got mates with electric cars, and they say half the time most of the chargers aren't blooming working. So what's going to happen if more and more people buy electric cars? There's going to be riots, isn't there? Think of the amount of fights there's going to be. Unplug your car, mate. I've got somewhere to go. I've got to pick up a key worker. And I've got an hour left. You have to wait. And then who do you get behind in the queue? So like, let's say there's 8 chargers, right? And they're all plugged in, and you pull up, and you've got to pick one to wait at. How do you know? How do you know they haven't just got there and they've got 3 hours left to charge? How do you know without asking people? What if they're in having a coffee? Then how do you know? I suppose you can look at the charger. Don't the chargers say it? But what a faff. What a faff. This is only going to get worse and worse and worse, isn't it, until the infrastructure's there. That's why Tesla is the only one worth buying. It's the only one I'm looking at. Can't afford one at the minute, maybe one day. It's the only one worth having because you don't really have this problem. You can book a place now when you're in your Tesla and you need to charge. You can book the pump. So it's there waiting for you. Tesla's the only one worth having. But even then, it's still going to be a blooming nightmare. Isn't it? So I just wanted to talk about this because I just thought it was the most ridiculous thing. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse, isn't it? I better finish this video quickly while he's still streaming out the back. A noisy git. I'm trying to do a video in here. But let me know what you think about this down in the comments below, because it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, isn't it? And they're pushing us to get more and more electric cars, isn't it? Unless you can charge at home. But even if you can charge at home, you might need to go out and about. You might need to charge up, and then you got this problem. Madness. Madness, isn't it? But let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because that way, very hopefully, I'll get to see you in another video again soon when I... Ta-da.